everybody. It is the day you have all been waiting for, or at least the day I've been waiting for. It is Day of the Dads. Michelle and I have our fathers on the show.
Look, I'm hiding behind the camera. You can't even see me.
I know. I'm hiding my beard.
Camera sees everything.
So I am Kristy Bock, your host of Local Hogwash with
Michelle Cash.
And we are here with our dads. Would you like to introduce
This one's mine.
This one's mine. Can't you tell?
Yes. This one's mine.
Say something nice, Daddy.
Yeah. This one's mine.
Yeah. We're related by blood.
So are we.
Yes.
I didn't adopt her or nothing is all I'm saying. See, you know, my last thing my wife said to me was, "Don't be gross."
What was the last thing your wife said to you? She loves you.
Bring my Bible so I can go to church.
Yeah, I'm scared to touch it.
The Bible?
Yeah.
Scares me. Sizzle. You got a hair on the end of your nose, Uncle Lynn. Get that off. Get it. Got it.
If you guys remember, it was about 3 months ago. I don't remember if it was Michelle's idea or my idea anymore.
If it was a bad one, it was probably mine.
But we thought it would be fun to get to know each other and through our parents. And so I said, well, I probably couldn't get both my parents on, but I could probably get my dad.
Yeah.
And you said the same, or not that you couldn't get your mom on, but, and so now.
She's waiting to go on off the record.
I know, she wants to do another show first.
Yeah.
So why did you get to go first?
We're second class.
What's off the record?
So do you see that setup over there, right
Yeah,
through here?
Yeah.
That's
So-
our competitor show.
Oh, really?
So BJ and Aletha, the woman you met when she was leaving,
Yes.
they do a show called Off the Record. And
Do they have more subscribers than you two?
yeah.
Oh. Well, let's do something about that. I could do acrobatics. Not really. I really can't.
You
This
could
is
do
cool.
some tricks in the street on that motorcycle.
Yeah, that
Like
motorcycle,
Evel Knievel.
That motorcycle is like my most cherished thing outside my wife and my 4 kids, grandkids, all that yellow stuff I'm supposed to say. But really, that's my baby.
Who's your baby?
So are you an only child?
No.
No, you have a brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's her baby.
Oh, is that how that works?
Precious.
Oh,
She calls him Precious.
Really?
So fun fact.
So do my kids.
What do you call Michelle?
Michelle.
Sunshine.
Oh, Sunshine.
She calls
Well,
me
see,
by
that's
my
pretty
name.
cool. Sunshine's cool.
When I first started talking to Michelle and she
I
started
call her number one. She's my oldest, so I call her number
At least I
one.
didn't call you number 2.
And now my second one, Jessica, I don't call her that because that's just be gross. I'm not allowed to be gross. I told you. All right, I'm going to shut up now. Go ahead, go
No.
talk now.
so
So maybe we should tell them their names.
that would probably be wise because Danny's going to want to know them
Who's going
anyway.
to need to know that?
I know my name.
Do you really? So my dad is Dean. We actually share the same last name. Fancy that.
Yeah. My dad's Jeff. We met back in 1986.
Beautiful day.
Still friends too. That's cool.
Still friends. We've
They
made
met on
it.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
really?
Day. Yep. That's why I'm so sweet.
We met on a
Case you
sunny
didn't
day
know.
in June, I'm
Sunny
sure.
day in June in Florida.
In Florida.
Well, we were still in Kinston. I
y'all in
haven't
Pittsburgh?
traveled anywhere.
Well, I'm originally from Pittsburgh.
Okay.
But when I
You
got out of the
never been
army,
I was there briefly.
Yeah.
It was pretty brief.
When I got out of the army, I moved to Jacksonville, Florida, and that's where she was conceived.
Not born.
Well,
Like conceived.
come on, she's got like a uniform for like that sort of thing. I'm using technical jargon here.
She's a heart doctor.
You're what?
No, she's not really a doctor.
I was
She
gonna-
thinks she is sometimes. Though.
Oh yeah.
At her old job, they called her the director. They had an office manager, but she just put herself in charge. But this
I
is
thought
not
those-
about
I
my
thought those
mom.
were scrubs you were wearing.
They are. They are. So I was born in Florida, spent early childhood in Pittsburgh, then teen into adulthood in Sneeds Ferry,
Okay.
and then adult life in Jacksonville.
They're
Oh, yeah.
more well traveled than we are.
Oh, yeah.
We've been here the whole time.
We've been thrown out of a lot of places.
Say thrown out.
Thrown out, man.
So if you are just joining us, this is Kristy and Michelle with Local Hogwash. First and foremost, let's take a moment so we don't forget to thank our sponsors. BJ Murphy and Magic Mile Media, thank you for the use of this lovely studio, which we would not be able to produce this without you.
And Danny. Thanks, Danny.
And Danny. We love you, Danny. We will always love you. Monopoly night. We have to tell them about Monopoly night.
We did have a game night.
I saw the picture on Facebook.
Do you want to guess who the sore loser was?
Probably Sloan.
It
It was
was.
totally Sloan.
Yeah.
So Sloan is Michelle's mini-me. from
Mom,
the
I can
Okay.
hear you scratching your lottery ticket over there, Mom.
And Grant was there. Grant's my son.
So where was this done here?
No,
No,
it was,
it was at Michelle's
Oh,
house.
okay.
But it was Danny's idea, and he wanted us all to get together just to do something after work, and Monopoly was his suggestion. So Grant's really, really good at all games involving money. Like, I can't beat him most of the time at anything, and I'm pretty good.
He bailed out Sloan at least 3 times.
At least 3 times. And then when she hit Boardwalk with a hotel, and it was like $2,000, she was done.
She was devastated.
You'd have thought you stole that child's whole hopes and dreams.
And then he gave her the money so she could keep playing.
Again and again and again.
Yeah.
So Michelle called him and me also an enabler, and that Grant was the government and Sloan was a used car salesman.
Yeah, she was one of those car dealers that got bailed out by the government. That's what she was. And Grant is the government.
Okay.
But that was fun. We're going to do that again. We're going to follow up with a game night. I don't know when yet. I want to try the Monopoly Builder.
Just don't do pass out.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a drinking game.
No, we're not doing those kind of games. No, they're strictly family fun
Sarah
board
probably
games.
win.
Thanks, Dad.
Have you ever heard of the game?
Nope.
The cool thing about it is it's a bunch of tongue twisters on cards. Okay, you roll your dice. You 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it'll say pick up this card, and it'll say okay, here's one like I am a sheet slitter. I slit sheets. I'm the best sheet slitter that ever slid a sheet. And if you don't get it right, you take a shot.
Sober.
Right? And so the whole idea of this is you can't stay sober playing the game. But I don't play it anymore. I'm not even sure that's a game. I might have just made that up too.
Could you do that one again? Could you split some more sheets?
That's one of the things they'll say on there, That's pretty cool.
Wowza. So, tell us what you do for a living. What do you do?
I'm a
I know what you do.
metal roof installer, working strictly on basis, government basis.
Very cool.
So what I do is nothing. I paint. But for 35 years I built houses. It was all custom built homes.
Yes.
Yeah, so got to see a lot of beautiful architecture that way, but most of the houses that we would build were for people's second and third homes, like that. If you know Figure 8 Island area down that way. Yeah, it's just a bunch of rich people's toys is what we built down there.
I love that place.
It's beautiful, but you got to be rich just to drive on it.
So, first of all, remind me that I'm supposed to text my mom the YouTube link to our shows.
But anyway, see, that's why. But anyway, you two can't just sit here with like dead airspace. You got to have a gesture here. I
We
guess.
do. We've done that quite a lot.
Oh,
You'd
yeah?
be surprised.
and Danny makes it work.
You just stare at the camera.
Oh, this.
See, but the camera's in my way. You can't even see me there.
Oh, you learned to figure that out after about 10 shows. You learned which way to turn your head for the best angles.
Okay, who wants to go first? Go ahead.
Oh, Lord.
Did you get a good one on the trade?
No. I'm gonna keep this.
Mine kind of sucks.
Which of Snow
Don't look at mine.
White's 7 dwarfs describes you best?
Oh boy,
Sleepy.
Grumpy.
I'm glad I didn't get that one. I'd get dumpy.
I'll take Grumpy.
I'm gonna
Grumpy?
take.
Are you grumpy?
In the morning, yes.
Yeah.
Are you? I'm not.
Are you a
morning
coffee
person
man? You
either.
like coffee?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm addicted. Until I joined the Army, I never drank a coffee till I was, I don't know, through basic and my advanced training. And after that, I just turned into like a coffee addict,
Yes, 20 ounces every morning. That's all.
He's grumpy.
That's all I can.
Who are you, Michelle?
Sleepy.
I'm going with Doc.
Oh, does everybody got to answer
yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Bashful, dark, dopey, grumpy, happy, sleepy, or sneezy.
I'm sneezy. I got allergies so bad.
They want one named
Are you sure it's
they want one named
allergies?
Gassy.
No. No.
I don't know. Probably allergies.
I learned a TikTok trick for that.
What, Gassy?
Mhm.
Gassiness. What's that?
What is TikTok?
It's this thing Michelle does.
I heard of TikTok, but I mean it's not TICK, it's TIKTOK, like that, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm an old man.
Proud of you.
But what is it?
I'm impressed.
Is it like Facebook?
No, you just
It's
upload
just a bunch of
videos
dumb
and stuff.
videos.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
I'm not a fan.
Okay, I mean I really didn't know what it was.
It's like, I don't know how long the videos are. They're not very
A
long.
minute or 3 minutes.
1 minute or 3 minutes.
They've upgraded.
And there's this, the only one that I watch with any level of enjoyment. There's a gentleman from, I think, Italy, and he'll take internet life hacks where they say these things are supposed to like make your life better if you do them this way.
Yeah.
It'd be like, if you can't get the bottle off, the bottle opener, a life hack would be like taking a rubber band and putting it around to make it come off. Meanwhile, he'll just come over and go like that.
So is it like YouTube where it's a lot of creators on YouTube creators
Yes.
do a lot of different things. They don't just do one video or whatever.
Correct.
Whatever you call them thing.
It is probably
They actually have like their own channel or whatever you call it, you know?
exactly
We have a
that's what it
YouTube
is.
channel. We do.
We do.
Local Hogwash.
No, it's Kristy D. Bock.
So, next question. What was your last song on your Spotify?
See, I don't even know what
What the hell
Spotify
is
is.
Spotify.
Hey, can you
What is
use
Spotify?
Spotify is how you play music.
No, but what about that one that I say, hey Google, play.
Same thing.
No, it doesn't say Spotify.
Okay, but it's all coming from a music library. Spotify's just another.
I don't use Spotify.
It's like another radio station. I don't use Spotify either.
I use Apple Music, so
I use Apple Music too.
that really don't
Just
count.
listen to the radio.
Yeah, see, no, you can't even. My radio in my Jeep, I can't even get like FM channels anymore. Down in Jacksonville, like there's like one like classic rock station down there, and it's like fades out. It's out of Jacksonville. I'm in Jacksonville with a Jeep, and I can't even get, So the only thing we can get is what is that Pandora? That's what I'm talking about. That's the one.
No, I do
like
have
listen to.
Pandora.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't have Pandora either.
Well, Pandora, I get that like on the TV, like with cable or whatever.
I think there is a Pandora on my Roku, maybe.
And you know how you can talk to that thing in your kitchen. You say what time
Alexa?
it is? Yeah. It's not Alexa, but we
It's
call
Hey Google.
Yeah, Google we call it.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, the only music that she'll put on for me is Pandora.
Oh,
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it, Michelle.
okay, perfect.
Michelle has a very similar saying. She says it all the time.
What?
She says, it's our story, and that's how we tell it.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next?
I don't know. I was sneezy, and she accused me of being a cokehead or something.
I did not. I didn't say anything about that.
Okay, that was I wasn't supposed to say stuff. I'm
You're
sorry.
trying to-
I'm sorry. I apologize to the throngs.
We are not rated for children. It's
We're not.
okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
All right. You're next or no? I'm
No,
next?
go ahead.
Okay. Are there any interesting things your name spells with the letters rearranged?
Try. Oh, no, not all of them. I could
Oh, yeah.
pull out try if I take some letters.
Okay. Yeah, because I'd get Den, End, Andy, like the mountains, Andy's Mountains. Yeah, that was. Who put these in there?
Michelle.
I don't. Okay, your turn. I mean, Michelle, what can you get out of your name?
That's it. What about you, Hefe?
Damn shit.
He hates that.
What?
Oh, nope, we're not going there.
Okay.
We left that topic at the door.
Oh, we did.
We did.
Okay.
We left that at the door.
Okay, moving on.
Next question.
What is your favorite strange food combinations?
Mars hot dog.
And what is it? What's the combination again?
A grilled cheese sandwich We had hamburgers, steak, and gravy on top of it.
Really?
Yes.
Heart attack on a plate.
Delicious.
Yeah, well, see, that's just
It's
it.
an artery clogger. There we go again.
Most things that taste good are artery cloggers, though, right? I mean, who likes kale forever,
Who likes kale at all?
Never had.
I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not even sure what it is, but I know it's green.
It's a leafy green.
And it's like bitter and hard and unpleasant.
They have it at Chick-fil-A. I like Pringles and ketchup.
You mean like ketchup on the Pringles?
I like to dip the Pringles in the ketchup.
That's kind of gross. Oh, that's
Yes.
okay, as long as it's a good ketchup. Heinz is
Heinz.
Heinz is from Pittsburgh. That's what I want to say.
Heinz. Heinz Field.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That woman.
Shoot. I'm trying to think of a weird combination. I don't know. I mean, it's like I'm just like meat and potatoes kind of.
Sound pretty plain.
Well, I'll think of something. I'll make something up.
Okay, perfect.
A cheese doodle sandwich. It's pretty cool.
Now, see, when we were growing up, we were pretty poor. We lived in, we were very poor. I grew up with 9 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
Yeah, and my dad worked at a steel mill up in Pittsburgh. But anyway, what we would have for lunch was just, my mom would get like a loaf of bread. You're talking about 10 children, and not all at once, though, because my oldest sister was probably 22 or 23 years older than my youngest brother. Okay, so they weren't always, but there was always like 7 or 8 of us in the house. But what we would do is we just get white bread and put sugar on it, and that was called a sugar bread.
We use salt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Now, I do love a good banana sandwich.
I do too.
Yeah.
I like it with peanut butter and
mayonnaise.
fluff.
We'll let that one count as yours.
Okay. I actually got introduced to that by my children when my youngest son was, I don't know, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
He ate everything sweet. He would drink syrup from the bottle. He would peanut butter out the jar, fluff out the jar. He didn't care. If it was sweet, he ate it.
And it's kind of weird because the kid is 5'10", 5'11", he weighs 72 pounds.
So little.
Take cold. I used to eat butter out of the tub.
Hades eats butter out of my fridge. He opened it up and stole butter, a whole stick.
Who did?
I couldn't do
My
it
dog
now.
Hades.
Your dog. You named your dog Hades?
I did.
He was cursed from the start,
I don't know that we could have put 2 more like people in
Now,
the
see,
same
this
room.
is just kind of weird, right? Because you got a kid named Angel and Precious, and we got Hades.
It's sunshine. Get it right.
My bad, Sunshine.
Danny's not editing a single second of this. We're running with it.
Okay.
Okay.
What was my question going to be?
Here.
No, I had one in my brain. Oh, one time we had a question, what was the worst haircut you ever got? I bet you can't guess which haircut I told them about.
Probably not.
That one time my bangs were way up here, do you remember?
Who did that?
You did! My Captain Kangaroo bangs.
Well,
How old were you?
I don't know, picture day was the next day though.
Oh, yeah?
It was bad. Very traumatizing.
Well, I don't think you ever cut my hair. At least not that I remember.
No, I don't think I would.
What was the worst trouble that Kristy ever got in?
That
As
Kristy
a
ever got
child.
in?
Like
As
a
a child,
small
okay.
child.
This is unfortunately going to be a boring answer.
No, it's just for a small child. The thing is you have to understand this. Kristy grew up in a broken family. Like, she lived with her mom part-time, her biological mother, and she lived with me for a good deal of the time. So the trouble that she got in, I can guarantee you, was with her mom.
Oh, okay.
So, but I can tell you the time about that they put a cat in a dryer and killed it. Put it on,
That was not me. That was my mother.
put it on air fluff or something.
My mother. So me and my sisters argued about this.
Kristy!
It was
what
not
kind of people are
me.
you hanging out with?
I don't know. Cat killers.
It was not me. It was my biological mother. The cat must have been sleeping in a basket, and so when she dumped the clothes in the basket,
Mom,
That's probably
no, you know what? I should quit that because I heard that she quit.
she is a year and a half sober.
If you're watching, Elizabeth, I apologize.
She's not watching.
I don't know.
So on that note, if you are
She's
watching,
saying she didn't kill the cat, but I don't know.
I did not kill the cat. It was definitely
Somebody
her.
killed the cat.
Okay, and it was Jessica's cat. Oh God.
But no, to be honest with you, is as far as her being a young girl, all the way up, she didn't give us any trouble. She ran away to Missouri. Does that count? But she was like 15 or 16 at the time. What kind of age are we talking about?
6. That'll work.
Yeah.
And just to put the
That
cherry
is
on that
sufficient.
cake, came back pregnant a year later, so it was a bad runaway.
Okay, next subject.
Yeah, ask me anything.
I'm a little bit afraid to now, to be honest.
All right, I'll be good. Hey, I'm a good singer.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that was hilarious. Danny,
You don't answer that question.
Danny, I just want to take a moment and say that this is going to be hilarious.
Yeah, that's like the Queen. The
We
Queen does
did
that.
we practiced our pageant wave with our previous guest.
She's been doing that since she was
13.
yeah.
What?
So
Pageant waving?
sunshine.
Yes.
Pageant waving?
Tell the story.
Oh, no.
She goes to school. Michelle, stay at school after school's over. Do not leave the schoolyard. She has a ball game that night.
What age are we talking about here?
15.
Okay.
What's that?
My dad and I go to the game. I see this convertible coming off the road, turning into the parking lot.
It was a Camaro.
It should have been in a Ford. But
Would that have
she
made
was
things
sitting
better?
Up on the back. Oh, she did not play that night.
Oh Lord. But was the car going? The car was going slow though, right?
Do not leave the schoolyard.
Yeah.
Rules is rules.
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you. I listened to everything my dad ever told
was
me.
rough. That was a rough one.
Yeah.
So what were you practicing there? I mean,
Well, I saw a friend in the parking lot and I was waving at him.
oh, so you weren't trying to be the queen or nothing like that?
No.
No.
I had.
Well, I mean, that wave is kind of like the queen, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it the queen's
I
wave?
saw my friends and I was like, hey. And they were like,
So,
and I turned around and I said,
Probably say worse than that.
nope, I knew I was in bad trouble.
So what would you do if it was Reese and you said don't leave the schoolyard and she came in a convertible waving to her friends?
I don't know. I would probably do the same thing that he did. I would probably cause more of a scene than he did because I'm just
Extra.
dramatic.
I'm not good at punishment.
No.
No, I never.
I'm
You
pretty weak
really
too.
aren't.
Are you?
I get mad in the moment.
It's like, okay, here's the story. Her younger sister, she was. This is at 1 o'clock in the morning. Police come knocking on my door. Hello, we're here about your daughter Elaine. I said, well, she's in bed. No, sir, she's not in bed. I said, yes, she is. I go in there. Well, she's not in bed. Well, where is she? She's on Highway 17 between Jacksonville and Verona with a paint gun shooting cars, her and her friends.
Oh, I didn't do his stuff with that.
And the thing and they missed this car, and they missed this car, and they missed this car, and they hit a county cop.
Yeah.
That was the only one they hit. Yeah. So and my whole thing about it is I don't know how to be a disciplinarian. Is I told her, what do I got to do? Pick your punishment. Like it's like
I never got to pick mine.
well, see, I'm not going to touch my children. I mean, I never did that. I got 4 daughters. So it's like I don't know how to discipline girls. If it was a boy, I'd spank. but.
Did I ever get a spanking?
Once or twice, I threatened a whole lot.
No, but it's I'm just not I would never was a disciplinarian.
I'm not a softie. I'll say I'm taking your phone for a week, and 3 hours later, I'm like, do you want it back?
Me too. And it's the worst. I remember when my boys were 8, 9. That was a terrible time frame for them.
I'm looking. It's like because I'm on the wrong side of that TV. It's like I'm getting nauseous. And in my left hand is my right hand.
It's kind of like that senator. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna take a small break. I'm gonna go pee and throw up." I think that's what he
You have
was.
no sons?
No. 4 daughters. 4 daughters.
Well,
Actually,
bless your heart.
Yeah, it is. We actually tried for a 5th, and there was another little girl. She died, but it was like you done trying for boys. You know?
Yeah.
We'd have smothered that baby anyway. Like we were very territorial children. We were like borderline feral sometimes.
Well, that was between me and your mom. You didn't have much choice.
But it was wild because it made us. Our decision making is very quick. All 4 of us. It doesn't even matter if it's a good decision or a bad decision. We make it mostly bad. But we make it and stand by it. And there's never looking back. It's both good and bad, but it has served me well in life.
That's good. Who's your favorite child?
I am not at liberty to say.
Who's your favorite child?
Let me see. Probably her name's Scarlett.
Is that your motorcycle?
That's
Yeah,
my motorcycle.
Totally.
I knew it. You want to revisit your answer?
No, do not.
Just giving you one more chance.
I love you both the same.
Yeah, see, that's
Okay.
my parents could never say that because it's like you don't even remember all our names. Well, you got like 10 children. My dad, he would go like through my brothers when he was mad at me. He'd go through my brothers. They'd start on my sisters before he'd get to me.
My sister.
Hey, here's something though. One more thing is my dad was an only child. He was an only child, who grew up before and through the Depression. So he had a parents and just him. And then this man's brain said, I need 10 children. So.
It's interesting growing up in a big family. I can't imagine there just being 2 of us.
Well, I was an only child until I was 10.
Is that 10 years difference between you? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Then she went on a little walk in the woods and got bit by a spider, and that's all she wrote.
That happens.
Yes, it does. And here comes Precious.
Why do y'all call him Precious?
She does. Because that's her precious boy.
I'm trying to think if I can get away with calling either of my sons Precious.
My girls call him Precious every now and then.
Look, so
funny.
I meant to say this earlier. So when me and Michelle became friends, a lot of the time we talked was just via only text.
Mm-hmm.
And she referenced Precious a couple times in previous conversations. Y'all, I thought Precious was her dog.
Nope.
So
my brother.
when she told me she was at lunch with Precious, or she had a lunch date with Precious, I was thinking, the Laughing Owl doesn't let you take dogs in. I was so confused.
Nope. Just my brother.
And the sad thing is, I believed that for like 6 months.
Yeah.
The Laughing Owl here is owned by the same people as the one in Goldsboro.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
That's where my son Dean works.
There's about 20 of us going from that.
Where does he work? Yeah, that
Laughing
restaurant,
Owl.
yeah.
Mhm. He doesn't love big tables, I don't think.
That's where all the tips are at.
That's true, though. He actually does really well there. There's some weeks he makes more money than I do, and I get a little jealous.
So he's waiting tables?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It really brought him out of his shell.
It's good. It's good for him.
It definitely.
Yeah, because he really was introverted for a good part of his adolescence, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he's still.
But he knew how to push his brother's buttons. I mean,
Oh, yes, he did.
his brother's like the brute, right? He's like a little tank, and he could physically annihilate my grandson Dean. He's named after me, kind of. No, his name
Kinda.
after
You
me.
have the same
We don't have
name.
the same middle name.
Oh.
But I'm
That's
over
because
that.
I already gave it to Grant.
I'm over that.
Grant Allen and Dean Michael.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how tight we
But
are.
I'm over that. But anyway, where Grant could steamroll his brother physically, his brother could like pick his brain into submission. You know, just in a way of
You know,
psychological
my
warfare.
brother's like that too. We didn't ever fight, I don't think.
Oh, they fought
10
every
years,
minute
but
of
10
every
years
day.
is a good difference between siblings.
I just took him everywhere.
Yeah, there's
What's that?
only.
Took him everywhere.
Yeah.
If it was not for my friend Leah, he may not have done as well in life as he's done.
We went to the mall one time.
Oh.
And she was only 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody,
It was like a fair, like a,
health fair or something.
yeah, health fair. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
somebody asked her about her child.
He wanted to do something, and the lady said, "Ask your mom." And I was like,
And you were 15?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not his mama. And he said, "Get in the car. Get in the car. We're going home." We quickly left the health fair.
I got the pervert.
So, we are down to 2 months.
2 months, so what?
We're going on a trip.
We're going on a trip. We're going to
DC,
Washington,
Washington,
D.C.
wear your mask.
Oh, you two? Are you just you two?
Yeah, if they don't shut it
cool.
down.
Cool.
Yeah, they better not shut it down. I will cry.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to the Keys, and I'm worried about them shutting that down.
Florida's kind of rough right now.
Yeah.
But they don't take it serious, so it don't matter. But I'm just saying, is
Wait, hang on.
when you book these hotels, and if you don't like cancel them, within say 3 weeks of your the booking dates, you lose it all.
Yeah.
So the Keys in the end of September, that's expensive hotel rooms. So that's what I'm worried about. I was thinking about hurricanes, but I think I'm more worried about COVID.
Have you had your COVID shot?
Both of them. I'm getting another one. They're fun. No, really. You know what is my wife? That's her job. Is she gives shots, right?
Okay.
So when she gave me the shot, I really I felt nothing. So it's like I don't think they're putting any of those little microchips in me or nothing. So I don't know.
Oh, Garth Brooks had canceled his concerts for the next 5 weeks, 5 months or something.
Garth Brooks did.
Trisha's got COVID, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
It'll
Who's
reschedule.
Trish?
His
His
wife.
wife.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
So the summertime something.
Summerfest.
No, not
What?
the Summerfest. The one the Arts Council was putting on that Rain talked about last week.
Summerfest.
No, Summerfest is in July.
so you two are going to be doing good in D.C. It's like no. How long you-
Summertime Blues.
That. Is it
It is
postponed?
postponed.
because of COVID.
Because of COVID. The art gallery, the Smart Artist Art Gallery on Queen Street is closed for 2 weeks because of COVID.
Somebody has.
So is it like a bad epidemic here?
No.
Should I stay at home?
It's really not. I reached
See,
out.
Jacksonville
Do you not
Hospital.
watch the news?
What is that? Is it Jacksonville?
Onslow. It was
like,
Onslow
They're
Memorial.
like supposed to be like bulging with.
So I reached out to Beverly Jenkins on Wednesday of last week. Beverly Jenkins is my media counterpart at the hospital here in Lenoir County. And I don't know her whole title. But I asked her, how many COVID beds did we have at UNC Lenoir Healthcare? And how many were used? And as of last week, there were only 9 COVID beds in use. And at the height of the pandemic previously, the most amount of people that Lenoir County has had was 36.
Oh really?
So
So did you get your COVID shots?
I did. Did you get yours?
Nope.
Oh, Lord.
No, it's
Hey, 1 out of 4. You are those odds. 1 out of 4 is unvaccinated. It's you.
I have 2 out of 4 children unvaccinated.
Hers got 1 in a tent.
and one
a
of
tent.
and one of them lied to her grandma about it. looked her in the eye
Taylor
and
Dawn lied?
No, Hunter.
Hunter lied to Grandma?
Freaked on out.
I didn't know Hunter lied.
Well, see, because my wife has been hounding her. Yeah, this is her profession. She believes that this is helping. So get your shot. And then finally, Hunter, her second, Dawn said to her, my wife said to her, "Did you get your shot?" And she looked her right in the eye and she says, "Yeah, Grandma," and she didn't. So it's like, you talk about trust loss. It was like it broke her heart. It broke Dawn's heart because she knew that your oldest is a bullshitter, but she didn't think that Hunter was.
I didn't know Hunter was. I'm pretty.
I'm not allowed to say bullshitter.
Pretty straight
You
up.
are. I am kind of blown away by that. There were two mitigating. Oh, I bet I know why
Not
she
about
lied.
the baby. Don't tell me because she went all over the whole spiel about the after baby things and before being pregnant again thing.
Oh, okay.
So it was just it was in a spot where she could have gotten a shot, and Dawn was just there, like she'll give her the shot. You don't
Yeah.
even got to make an appointment. Just go in and get it. So it's like I think that she just don't want a shot, and that's fine, except to look her grandma in the eye and say, "I didn't want to get a shot. I don't want the shot. I don't believe in the
Fibber,
shot."
Hunter Ree.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 21. My youngest son got the shot at
In a
the
tent.
barbecue festival in a tent.
He might as well have been at the circus.
Right. Grant only got a shot because it was self-serving for him. My oldest daughter is potentially moving to Hawaii, and Grant was going to go with them, but he had to be vaccinated before he can get on base.
Interesting.
So you had 4?
Wait a minute. Wait, he wants to go to Hawaii with them?
Mm-hmm.
He's a manny.
He's a what?
A manny.
What does that mean?
Like a nanny, but with a man.
Oh.
Kind of like my brother's a nurse. A male nurse.
So that's his profession. He's a nurse? That's very sexist of you. Excuse me. Calling somebody a nurse.
Danny, that face right there. But yeah, Grant is vaccinated now. Dean is vaccinated. But my
You can
girls,
tell I grew up with
Friends with my
I got
mom.
a wife and 4 daughters. I got more damn female hormones running through me than I ever had testosterone.
Yikes.
he's not wrong.
At least you know.
Oh, yeah.
Political correctness does not
Yeah.
dwell in our family.
Well, no, this has nothing to do with policy. This has politics. This has to do with sexual survival.
We weren't a very politically correct family. We talked a lot about everything all of the time. And man, did we argue over dumb stuff.
Yeah.
Most of that was me and the siblings, but we never shied away from a conversation. I can say that my sisters are well read, so we have a lot of conversations that weren't probably age appropriate.
Well, and it's only that is her sisters are well read. She is too. But when you get them together, they don't act well read. They act like somebody said feral before, and that's kind of.
We do that. So Jackie is my baby sister. She's the one I told you that if I need to be mad and have mad words, I call her so she can tell me what to say.
Yeah.
I call Jessica if I need to understand something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really have a reason like that to call Elena, but we all have our roles. I am the background supporter. Like, when Jessica needs me, I'm going to drive to Virginia for whatever she needs.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to come for, like, holidays and stuff like that. I'm going to come when you need me to.
Okay.
Whereas Jessica will come at the drop of a hat. She will come visit you. And Elena, too. Elena likes to visit, too.
I don't know. My kids are all over the place.
We are. And it's wild because Jessica, and Elena now, I think, are closest than we've probably been in the same house since we were in tween ages.
That's me and my brother. We're closer now than we were when we were growing up.
I meant physical location. I don't know how close. I don't know how close we are. I mean, we're
But you and your brother are close.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
We're going to lunch on
It's
Friday.
like for years,
Precious
and
and I.
she'll tell you this. Is for years, all I wanted is like, this is your sister. This is your older sister, younger sister. your blood. This is your family. And and I thought that should matter, even though I grew up with 3 brothers and 19 sisters. But it's like I never really believed it either. Blood. You got to let this. But to me, I was trying to make that point. These are your sisters.
But he would say that with his words, and then his actions would tell an entirely different story. And in a weird way, I turned out exactly the same way. I am very rarely the person who maintains that connection of communication. If I didn't have Hunter, I probably never talked to anybody. But I love them all. It's not for lack of love or even attention. It's just because I'm busy all the time.
Mm.
But
Which of your brothers are you closer to?
Michelle. Those.
He's got
We've
3
had to be.
brothers.
I've had to
So
be.
it just brothers?
Yes.
Yeah, no sisters?
Yeah. The youngest boy is my dad's favorite. And
That was
the
Uncle
one
Dave.
between James and I,
He was sickly.
he was real sick, so he was Mama's favorite. So we had to hang with each other.
They had each other. They were each other's favorite.
You circled your own wagons. Yeah.
I love it.
No, that's I knew who my dad's favorite was, but it was one of my sisters. But she was very sickly. She actually died when she was 24.
Wow.
But the idea is because of he knew from the time that she had what was called rheumatic fever, and because and it was eating a hole through her heart.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, the idea is that Daddy was there to protect her. So that was everybody knew that. But my mother, it's like she really, I believe, didn't have a favorite. She never showed like towards my brother or me or, like favoritism. It was like she was like kind of when it came to conniving, she was a good conniver.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. When you got 10 kids, you got.
I'm all about manipulating the thing to life to get
you're
settled.
exactly
Just
right,
settle.
We're gonna have to end. I've got to go to the little boy's room. Where did it?
No, hang on a minute. We'll close. We'll wrap up.
All right, wrap up.
Wrap it.
All right, let me redo the Washington,
Here,
D.C. spiel.
if they're not gonna let you go pee, you can use this anyway.
No. This is a semi-wholesome show.
Was.
You know what, Daddy? We recorded the commercial. Could you just run the D.C. commercial?
Yeah, just plug it here.
Yeah, do whatever you got to do. Whatever.
Right here. What is this? What is this thing in your hand?
It's a map. What else would it be?
I don't think I've ever seen one in person. What are you going to do with it?
How in the world do you think we're going to get around D.C. without a map?
Nothing. Paper maps are like 20 years ago, Kristy. Get with it.
How about you get with landing us a few more sponsors, Michelle?
Challenge accepted. We would love for you to help us get to DC. If you would like to sponsor our DC trip, we will be more than grateful to have your sponsorship. You can contact us on Facebook.
You can contact us through our website at localhogwash.com.
What else?
You can just email us, Kristy at localhogwash.com or Michelle at localhogwash.com.
And we'll send you all the details.
And we look forward to bringing Local Hogwash to you live from Washington, D.C.
We'll get there by my phone.
And the map. If you would like to catch up on our shows, you can find us on YouTube under Kristy D. Bock.
Yeah,
You can also go to localhogwash.com. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook.
Mr. Ding.
Local Hogwash.
What'd I do?
I have no idea. I have lost the plot, y'all.
Okay.
Lost it. If you want to help us sponsor our DC trip, we are actively seeking sponsors so that we can bring the show to you with the same quality we're bringing it to you today.
And if we got to pee, it don't matter. But go ahead.
That means they want donations? Is that,
I think so.
Yes.
I'm gonna give him a buck.
all right.
On that note, thank you so much for visiting with us today, and thank our dads for coming. We are so this was
And she's
so much
cool.
fun.
You each get a buck. That's what I'm gonna do.
Thank you. That'll get us a Metro card. It won't get us a ride on the Metro card, but it'll at least pay for the Metro card.
On that note, we will see you next week, same time, same place. Have a wonderful evening. Bye everybody.
See ya.
No.